Democrats, yo, like I don't understand why y'all fuck shit up so much.
I always say Democrats always put the
You
ball at the
this
5 yard
this
line.
this move that y'all just did, banning peace officers of the state of New York in this new law bill from carrying in public places, you might lose. Because I tell you what, you just made you just made the community more unsafe. How would you pass a bill? How would you push a bill, Hastings? And I love you, Andrea. How would you push a bill that you prohibit retired peace officers from carrying weapons? Retired correction officers, sheriffs, court officers, probation officers, parole officers, and make their valid New York City permits or New York State permits worthless. How do you do that? There was just stories of a off-duty or retired correction officer who stopped who shot someone that had a gun. So what if he wasn't there? There would have been people killed. Another one stopped a robbery on a train. What if he didn't have his weapon? He could have got killed. What are you doing? What are you doing? You take these laws and you go too goddamn far. For what? Pleasing who? This is totally outrageous. This is totally outrageous. And as a law enforcement officer for 33 years, this is ridiculous.
So they took that law enforcement or retired law enforcement can't carry guns in certain places or something, or what? Say that again.
Exactly.
But the Supreme Court just overturned that.
No, but
You
they,
don't need
but
to conceal. But you
right,
don't need
but,
to
but they're
conceal.
keeping us from carrying in public places, in certain places. I'm going to read. I'm going to read the petition. It says, in the wake of the recent tragedies in New York State and our country, Governor Kathy Hochul, Majority Leader of New York State Andrew Stewart Cousins, and Speaker of New York State Assembly Carl Hastie took swift, decisive action, crafting and passing legislation to strengthen the gun laws in New York State. The new law makes possession of a firearm in sensitive locations such as airports, public transportation, bars, houses of worship illegal. The law exempts retired police officers from this rule. However, the law does not include retired peace officers with this exemption. So now you're talking about you're talking about probation, parole, courts, correction, sheriffs. That's crazy. There's more correction officers than police officers, right? So in the state of New York, there's more correction officers than police officers. So now that silent force that you have, you've taken it away.
Yo, can I just say one thing real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to I don't know whose idea it was. We went to a local establishment in New Rochelle, and basically a fight broke out. Somebody got stabbed. This whole thing went down. I'm gonna tell you, I was glad I was with you and your wife, and how y'all took over the scene until the cops got there, till the New Rochelle Police Department got there. I felt a little bit safer being there with you and your wife. I'm gonna be honest, because I was like, usually something like that happens and it's all chaotic and everybody runs and then it is mayhem throughout the establishment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But y'all took control. Your wife, a current detective, and you as a correction officer, took control of the scene and then told the officers what happened and they were able to take care of what they needed to take care of when it happened. And it was like, yo, I'm just putting that out there. Being currently in the situation.
Let me tell you something. Now you're not going to get you're not going to get those peace officers like you gutted the peace officer status. Like that's you went against your own peace officer status. Why would you not allow your corrections, your probation, your parole? Because we carry more off duty than we do on duty. We're the silent force. Clearly, your police officers are not everywhere they need to be because we wouldn't be saving lives in New York City off duty all the time. The New York State Democratic Party is losing it. All to please who? Why would you not allow us to carry? That doesn't make any sense. Who are you following? And if you lose, Governor Hochul, you blame your own party.